Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Coach Tobias Forst, founder of Achilles Life Coaching, decade-long recipient of narcissistic abuse, and I saved myself from all of it. How I did this, I share with you in my videos and coachings. So welcome to today's topic: 4 reasons why you stay in toxic relationships. First off, especially when the occasional toxic relationship is already in your past, you might be thinking, how stupid was I? How dumb to stay that long with this man, with this woman, whoever? And why didn't I see it sooner? I would like to get your head straight before we get into the 4 reasons of why you stay in toxic relationships with the following mindset. It has nothing to do with intelligence. You are not dumb for having stayed in toxic relationships. Did you know less than you know today? Yes, that is very likely. Does that make you dumb? No, because you weren't in the relationship with the mindset of, I would like to suffer for the next 8 years, 3 months, 7 days, and 3.5 hours. Are you up for it? Good, thank you. That's not the reason why you did it. That alone, that would be dumb. That wasn't your choice. Yes, you attracted them, but anyway, this is where we are, and there are 4 reasons that have nothing to do with intelligence why you stay in toxic relationships. Reason number 1: hope. Hope is a big one because we often tend to think, if I take care of a positive, harmonic, and validating surrounding for the narcissist, for her, for him, then he or she will be more likely be able to disband with the trauma, the issues that led to them being toxic to me. I just need to bite down on it, keep quiet, and bring the sacrifice. Because I really hope that that will be the change of it all. That we will have finally the relationship that I feel we can have. Hope, ladies and gentlemen, hope is not a strategy. Hope is not a strategy. And there is a certain gender-specific aspect to hope. From my experience, hope has a bigger effect on you ladies compared to us gentlemen. There's a reason for it. I will explain in a moment. But first of all, regarding you gentlemen, we like to think that we're better than whoever came before us, don't we? With me, it's going to be different, right? No, we get the same package as the predecessor, and our predecessor gets the same package as we being their predecessor. Oh, yeah. You catch my drift. We all get, sorry about that. We all get the same package deal. It never changes. And now to you ladies, regarding hope. Your biological machine programming has you more in tune with being social toward other people. That's a feature. With narcissists, however, it can be very much to your detriment, because your assumption is, despite all the issues he has, deep down I think he's a normal guy. And he's not. He's toxic and he's there to take, while you are there, especially as a lady, to give and to give and to give. So remember that. Hope is not a strategy. Hope being the first reason of 4 why you stay in toxic relationships. Reason number 2 why you stay in toxic relationships. Willful blindness. Willful blindness. You're ignoring the red flags. You're ignoring the passive-aggressive behavior. Yeah, that's just him. You're even justifying for him or her. You're ignoring that exaggerated way of him or her showing you affection, aka love bombing. It must be too good to be true. It is too good to be true, exactly. So listen to that feeling. And you also think, being willfully blind, that the love bombing has no price tag attached to it. It actually, love bombing has 3 price tags attached to it. Because over time you will pay with your energy, you will pay with your time, and you will pay with your potential. And frack that before it. There is no adequacy between the two. You shouldn't be going in a relationship to pay in any way, shape or form. Both parties involved should be in a relationship to give one another. Willful blindness was a concept that was deemed so important that over 4,000 years ago in ancient Egypt, it was represented by a deity called Osiris, and Osiris was willfully blind toward his brother Seth, or Sutash in the Egyptian original, and Osiris thought, yeah, it's gonna be fine with my brother, and he ignored, willfully blind, the malevolence and destructive power and intent of his brother Seth. And to cut the story short, Osiris paid with his life for his willful blindness. So there is also possibility for you to be your own Osiris in your life, your own willfully blind king or queen that ignores your particular Seth or Sutash, which might lead to your metaphorical end. The end of your energy, the end of your adequate perception of reality, because the narcissist has put in a lot of work to make you doubt basically everything and become your sole source for what is allegedly your reality. Over time, willful blindness will be the end of what you used to be. And once down there, it is very hard to get back up and even higher, but it is possible. That's why you're here anyway. That's why you're watching channels like these. To get the help, because you feel deep down there is a way. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a way. Reason number 3 why you stay in toxic relationships. The illusion of action. The illusion of action is a term I first heard with Coach Corey Wayne. Shout out to him. I did a video about this some time ago and I forgot to credit him. This shall be remedied here right now. The illusion of action, Coach Corey Wayne. What does that mean? That is something that I also see as more gender specific, leaning toward men being affected by that mindset than to you ladies. So what does the illusion of action mean? It means that if you, in the context of why you stay in a toxic relationship, if I only do these chores, work more, work less, spend more time with my friends and hobbies or less time with my friends and hobbies, whichever it is that the masked demand of the narcissist toward you was, and you try to oblige, you try to take that action in that step because the signal was, if I do A and B and no longer do C and D, the relationship will flourish because he or she told me that it will be the case. So you're filling your mental Excel sheet, what you did, so you can show them that now it's time that the relationship will improve. And it will not, ladies and gentlemen. It never does. There might be the temporary impression, You're having a good time. Maybe another round of love bombing. Because you were such a good boy. Such a good girl. You did all that. You followed the illusion of action. You took action. Yeah, you did all that. As was asked of you. Demanded in some cases. And maybe even sprinkled with the occasional gaslighting, because you could have found out yourself had you only critically thought about it. Why does your narcissist have to tell you that? Didn't you see it before? Must be because you're overworked. And whatever else they come up with to manipulate your reality while they're at it. Do this and do that and it will all be better. And remember that your reality should be defined by them. So careful with the illusion of action, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4. The gravest and most influential of the reasons why you stay in toxic relationships. It's twofold. Your limiting beliefs and your lack of self-worth. How often have you been thinking the thoughts that I don't deserve a more fulfilled love, is what you're telling yourself. I don't really deserve better life circumstances, is what you're telling yourself. I don't deserve a higher quality relationship than this, is what you're telling yourself. You're throwing in a few ideas because you've probably been conditioned to receiving narcissistic abuse long before you had your partner in your life. It's not all just them. They just use the fertile ground, being you, because you've been prepped so well. And you're also looking at the scales and over-exaggerate the importance of the few nice moments and situations you have with your narcissistic partner. And over time, especially after the love bombing phase, they will be few and far between. But they're so rare, it's like gold. It would be the most normal thing in case you had a healthy partner in your life. But you don't, so this weighs much more. And on the other hand, on the scales, is that little devil in your mind, the limiting belief that whispers, yeah, that's all you deserve. That's just right the way it is. That you don't get more, that you don't get better. And you believe it. You believe that voice. You believe that self-gaslighting. If you'd like my help with identifying, analyzing, and dissolving your particular individual limiting beliefs, I've had my fair share of them, then hit me up on achilles-lifecoaching.com. And once you've done that, it's really the right time to be your own hero, ladies and gentlemen. Be your own heroine. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.